Alright, so this is going to be my first Des Moines commentary. No, I just got this ship, and I have less than 10 battles played in it around this time, so I'm still kind of getting used to it. Kind of getting used to the larger detection, as well as the raised citadel. Have to play a little bit more cautiously with the Des Moines than you do with the Baltimore, for sure. Also, people really, really like focusing the Des Moines, so it's not unusual for the priority target indicator to indicate up to 6 or 7 enemies aiming at me. So I am in div with a battleship and a destroyer, and I'm calling for my destroyer to do a smoke across B cap, so I can basically just sit right outside it and radar anything that wants to go in, so we get free B basically. Usually, at least one of the enemy DDs, if there's 3 or more DDs on the enemy team, usually at least one heads into B, so we might even be able to do some damage, or even pick him off if he tries to commit to B very aggressively, and he doesn't see me in smoke, since I can just radar him. Alright, so my friendly destroyer is smoking up. And I plan to just basically camp the smoke, and sit guard. And hopefully one of their DDs will show up and I get to nuke him. This is quite strange because the friendly Fletcher decides to smoke up as well. I'm not in voice comms with him, so I don't really know where he got that idea. Um, oh well, I guess. I decide, well, since the smoke is here, and there probably aren't any DDs that way, and there probably aren't any torps coming in this way, might as well just use it to get some opening shots on my battleships. So I begin firing on the Ismo. And there's a fire. That's nice. And while I'm doing this, I'm beginning preparations to begin turning out, because I really don't want to get caught in case the Shapayev radars me, because I noticed that he is in radar range. I think it's unlikely that he'll try to radar, but just in case, I don't want to run the risk. Izimo dumps damage con, so I just try to get maybe a fire or two going before I fully leave the smoke. I get very lucky here. I actually end up with double fires. Kind of just assessing the situation. There's a lot of nasty battleships that way. I'm not quite sure if I want to open fire, but I noticed the Yamato has just fired, so I do take a few salvos at him. I need to use my DPM to soften him up, hopefully get him to blow damage con so that a friendly torpedo can totally ruin his day. Double fires. And I think he blows damage con soon. Look at other targets, and oh look, there's this gearing that is coming to a stop. And this is definitely trouble. The Henry has really nasty. Oh, that's nice. The Henry has really nasty AP. And I'm kind of sandwiched in between the Yamato and the Henry. So I want to go dark as soon as possible. Since I'm basically giving the Henry full broadside. Luckily he didn't shoot at, or luckily he had HE loaded and not AP, or else I could have been in some real trouble. Unfortunately, he's fast enough that he spots me. I'm still going to hold my fire because, again, I'm hoping he turns away or something. And I don't want two ships with good AP. One, the Yamato, who's in the smoke, and two, the Henry, to kind of sandwich me, so that I can't really angle towards both of them at the same time. I took a decent amount of damage from the AP there, but I was somewhat angled, so I didn't get citadeled. And now that the Henry's behind the island, I can open up on this Yamato again. That way I'm only exposing myself to fire from one direction, and I can effectively angle and dodge against that. That was a really sloppy dodge by me. My division mate takes out the Henry, which puts a lot of pressure off of me. And I already get a Witherer. That was really fast. Div mate torps the Yamato, which is nice. Eats two F3s, so he's going to be going down. And right now I look at the map. Okay, where are their ships? Where do I need to be? I see a giant glob of battleships around past the sea area. So that's where I'm going to go, because I feel like they're probably going to attempt to make some kind of push in, and I want to be in front of it to blunt that push. I can just kite. Even though Des Moines is definitely not as good a kiting ship as a lot of the other tier 10 cruisers, I can still do a decent job. I'm waiting for a good opportunity to open fire. Ideally, I'd want one of the battleships to commit or overcommit, and then I'd turn out and start shooting. But I feel like the Izumo is a fairly easy target at the moment, so I just start opening up. I have no idea where their Iowa is, so I want to stay angled in. Yeah, I'm not sure where their battleships are. But this hipper is giving me a really nice angle, and I honestly think it would just be a shame if I didn't exploit it. One Citadel, and looks like he's totally toast. At this point, I'm contemplating whether or not I should turn out. But since the rest of my team is pointed in, and it looks like they're making aggressive push, I want to support them for that. I'm just hoping that their Iowa kind of stays camped behind their island. The island, so I only have to deal with one battleship shooting me from the front at a time. I try to close in toward the islands a little bit, since the island is giving me cover, and holy crap, there's their Iowa. Um, so I immediately switch targets, and I start focusing him. I also turn in. The Shapiev is also focusing me. Looks like right now the Iowa nukes the Atago first. So I switch over to AP. And I'm just going to try to DPM him down as best I can. Basically just fight like my life depends on it, because it kind of does right now. I'm aiming upper belt, and I'm getting pretty good results. Solid, 5,000-6,000 damage per salvo. Even while he's angled, and he's dead. I want to shoot the Chappie, but I was already angled out while I was fighting the Iowa. And the Amagi looks like he's going to be eating some torps soon, but I still think AP is viable even at this angle. Yep, 6,000 right there, just with the two front guns. And he eats a torp and dies. Torpedoes dead ahead. Torpedoes to port. So I make a pretty big misplay here. I think the Z-46 is nose into that island, and that he had nowhere to run. So I basically waste my radar here. That was definitely a misplay. Start raining paint on the Shima. And when I see an Ibuki, I'm like, oh great, Ibuki. Fairly broadside. I can definitely punish him. That was actually a subpar salvo. I aimed a little bit too far back. I only got one Citadel. If I had aimed more carefully, I think I could have tagged him for maybe 3 or 4. I think I just aimed a little bit too far behind. I notice he's slowing down, so I do take another shot at him. It's 5,000 with HE. Actually, I probably should have been firing AP that salvo, but I thought he had committed to a turnout, and he wouldn't be giving me any angle at all. So here's where it gets pretty sketchy. So it looks like we have the game won, right? That's where you'd be wrong. A lot of our ships die in rather quick succession. And we are actually down on points by quite a bit because of our cap deficit early game. Dodge the shimmy torps. And I think I have to go around to finish the Izumo, but someone else finishes him first. Our Bismarck floods out, which is rather unfortunate. I'm suddenly being detected by the shimmy. And that's when disaster strikes. Full health Z-46 from nowhere. My friendly Shima completely caught out. He's basically toast. Not much he can do. I don't see any point in trying to chase the shimmy. He's faster than me, and he also out-detects me by about 2 country miles, so there's really no point. The Ibuki stealths up. And we are down on points, so I'm going to try to make a move to go toward PCAP. Their Z-46 smokes up right in front of our shimmy's predictive torps, so rest in peace him, I guess. Single torp just murders him. Their Shimakaze destroys our Izumo, so now we're down 200 points. So right now what I want to do is cap B. I'm hoping that our Shima can stay behind and defend C from their Shima. Um, hmm. I'm also telling our Shima to go try and spot their Shima, since their detection ranges should be about equal, and our Shima has a health advantage. Hopefully, I just want our Shima to basically screen the enemy Shima away from our caps, and away from torp runs on me. However, he doesn't seem to know what that means, so I guess he's just going to go help me cap or something. I'm going to turn in slightly here, because I know I was spotted earlier, and I don't want the Shima Torps to come at me. So I turn in hoping that if he launched Torps, they'd go right past me. I'm detected by planes. I throw on FAA, but I forgot that I'm still retraining this captain, or I don't really have the right skills. I'm going to drop some Elite XP to respec my commander. I actually don't have AFT, so I can't hit the planes right now. Shima's laying smoke for me. I'm not really quite sure why, but thanks, I guess. Don't really need it. It's not like the enemy Shima's going to open fire or anything. So now, I know I have to kill the Ibuki. That's the only way for us to win right now, is to kill that Ibuki, chase him down. I pop radar because I just want to know which way he's heading, so I can for sure catch him. The Charles Martel's going around this way, or that way, and I'm going around this way, so hopefully we can just sandwich him. Okay, we're down 160 points. They're going to win very soon if I don't kill this Ibuki. There he is, 5 kilometers away. I load up AP because, well, that'd be the ammo of choice for the situation. He does not know I'm here. One shot through the gap. Done. 3 citadels. And now I predict that their shimmy is going to try to cap C, so I'm already turned around. I linger a little bit, because I think the Ibuki may have gotten torps off, but I'm pretty sure he hasn't. And their shimmy, like I predicted, starts capping C. I'm telling our Shima, or I don't even know what our Shima's doing. Like, why? He should really be headed back towards C just to contest the cap or spot for me, or I don't know, maybe shoot the Shima to the other Shima to reset the cap. But he just, I guess, doesn't want to play the game. He's like, nah, dude. I'm gonna go try and cap something that's already capped. So I'm gonna be alone against this Shima. I just need a couple HE shell hits to reset, and we should be golden. In fact, I'm fairly certain that even if I didn't do anything at this point, we would have won the game. Because our cap is gonna be slightly ahead of theirs by the time the game ends. But I'm already on the way. Might as well. So I'm already effed. I'm thinking that there may be RDF torps headed my way, but I don't really know. Oh, well, yeah, they're there. And it looks like all 3 spreads. And there he is. I think he's pretty much just given up on life. Goodbye. by Shimakaze. Doesn't even try to run. And that's game. That was a pretty solid carry in the Des Moines. I really thought we had won that game after the fight at A, but I guess we lost a lot of ships in really quick succession, and I wasn't really expecting that. So, yeah,